Is Champ frozen?
Looks like it. Figures.
Oh, yeah, it's gone. It's gone now. Oh, the win.
It's the layout's probably fucked up.
I love that. I've noticed this many times, but I just never talk about it. But your BAND-MAID thing around the mic is fucking cool looking. I need to do that.
Wristband.
Oh, it's a wristband? That's all it is?
Yeah.
I thought it was like some special sticker.
No, it just fits perfectly around the base of this shoe.
It looks cool as fuck.
Well, here we both are, and that's a nice. Get up here. There we go. Good job,
Maybe
everybody.
just put the scene on Ryan so the introduction, please, Andrew.
Champ had some issues immediately, so you know what's going on.
Yeah, all those scenes are wacky.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh well. Welcome, guys.
Oh, welcome everybody. Thanks for showing up. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people have a lot less money in their pocket now since BAND-MAID had a new merch drop.
Oh yeah.
I only bought 2 shirts.
If you should, if you want to donate a shirt to me, Ryan, I'd love it.
No.
Wait, do they do the same design too? I love those shirts.
Oh, dude, they got a new tiger design shirt, which is freaking awesome. Then they got a crane one, which is really cool. They got a bunch of they got like the Thrill tribute one, which is
that's
like
cool.
Like the anime from kind of like what they did with Unleashed, but the Thrill section of it.
Is this all in their shop, right?
Yeah, right now it's the fan club, and it's going to be opened up to the general public.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have the fan club one anymore. Boo. Oh, I see the tiger one though. There it is. Pre-order. You can pre-order it and stuff. Oh, they're pretty cool.
I don't know if Champ's gonna try and join.
Oh, they got a jacket now.
They got a couple jackets.
Windbreakers. Oh, they did? Oh, yeah. Shit.
Those are a little pricey, man.
They
pricey. Okay, looks like we got a full screener. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Gadget Guys podcast. We're going to be talking about rising bands from Japan, also BAND-MAID, the official release of Hate Live from their 10th anniversary tour. 10th anniversary tour. There was footage of Konami practicing on stage. I don't know if you saw that. GACHARIC Spin post Gotta Do It from their live Limit Breaker show. A lot of stuff going on, man. Hey, Champ's back. Just in time to screw up all the settings again.
I saw that. I was watching on YouTube, just like, okay, Ryan goes, okay, we're full screen now. Let's go. And then suddenly, blurb. As soon as Andrew goes, okay, guys, we're live, my computer just gone, just disappeared completely. Yeah, well. It's like, oh shit, okay. Well, maybe the universe is trying to tell me not to be doing this right now.
Did on purpose.
Here you are.
Yeah, here I am. I never do what the universe wants me to do.
Don't ever do what the universe tells you to do.
No. F the universe. All right,
like sorry. Losing this hour fucking sucks.
Yeah, I'm saying. And whose fault is that, Mr. Universe?
I'm blaming you, Champ, today. I don't know. I just feel like it.
You think I wanted this? Come on.
Champ, you don't know me at all. You would have done the opposite, right? You would have done like, let's go further back.
Yeah, like 4 hours. Let's get an extra 4 hours today. Why not?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
All right, continue. What were you guys talking about before I rudely interrupted you?
Just the stuff we're going to discuss, you know.
Oh, cool. Something about jackets, huh?
BAND-MAID's got jackets, yeah.
Oh shit, really? Ooh.
Hell yeah. They got a couple, like a windbreaker, and they got like a bomber jacket they've had for a while. I don't know if it's available, but
I could get on board with a windbreaker for sure. BAND-MAID windbreaker.
Oh yeah.
That sounds tight. What are we talking price wise?
I don't know.
Too much.
Than I was willing to spend.
Yeah, it's gonna be too much.
I got 2 shirts. That was enough.
Yeah, true.
These shirts are okay. I like I like their other ones. Like I like to go for those crazier designs. Those are my favorite ones. I was thinking they have like a new version of those.
I really
Those are
dig
cool.
that one with the dragon they had last time. The tiger one and the crane one this time are fucking really cool.
See, I didn't see the dragon one. That's pretty badass.
I don't think I
That
saw
was
that one either.
You missed it.
Didn't
man.
it isn't Psyche designing these newer shirts or something like
Some
that?
of them,
Or
yeah.
yeah. Do we know which ones that she did?
I don't know offhand. I think she's her director of sorts too. Sometimes.
True.
Okay. Well, I got some allergy shit going on. My eyes are like really not happy about having these lights in my face.
That's what Wave was saying too. Seems
Yeah.
like it's going around.
Oh well. I'll be okay. Let's see. So I guess kind of along with the topics we got going on today, quick recap for my Friday. I was being lazy watching YouTube instead of like doing work. And I kept seeing this video was uploaded 2 hours ago. This was an hour ago. So I realized there's a whole bunch of bands that I like that just released a bunch of new stuff on Friday. So I'm just gonna list them out. Mukyu,
Did you listen to them all?
I watched all of them. I went live streamed it, checked out all the videos.
All right. Well, while you're listing them, can you give us like a quick impression of how you felt about each one?
Yeah, dude. Mukyu was one I've been gushing about lately. His song's called My Crush. They had a live video out a few weeks ago and it sounded incredible. And I love it. And I've been listening to it repeatedly. They put out an official video, very chill, super soothing voice. Hitsuji Bungaku Addiction. That was a cool, pretty wild song. Wagamama Rakia Vertex. That was a pretty wild song too, man. Kind of hip hoppy. Saba's Sister. That was an interesting one. I don't know if you heard of Saba's Sister or not.
The only one I've heard of so far is Wagamama Rakia.
Okay. Abyss. They had a freaking weird ass video, dude. It was weird. The music was weird. The video was weird.
Was that the first time you heard them? Are they metal? They sound metal.
Olenin Morph Ole. No, it was just weird. It's like drum and bass, but without bass. Is weird.
Drum and bass without bass.
Yeah, it was like that
so
kind of drums.
Just drums.
Like the real fast drums and shit. Toronoko Rami had a live for Pachki, their song Against Cilantro, which is hilarious and awesome. Their live videos they put out for their 10th anniversary tour are really, really good. Let It Out Lilia. I don't know if you heard of them. There's an old song called Lemon Tea that they covered. And turns out the rhythm is just like Train Kept a Rollin' from Aerosmith, which is probably a ripoff from an old blues song, I imagine. But they threw some like death metal in there too. Pretty fun. Creepy Nuts. You heard of them?
No.
Kind of the hip hop thing. They did a first take thing. It was really cool. Just one guy singing and DJ. Koei had their Automatic video out, which is really good, which is also a cover. A lot different from the original, significantly different from the original. GACHARIC Spin, Gotta Do It Live, which I think Champ was just listening to.
Yeah, I know that band. Yeah.
Pretty interesting song, man. Pretty wild. What do you think of it?
I fucking loved it, man. I don't know. I don't know if you guys know, but I hadn't heard the recorded version, so I don't know if this is like something that's on an album.
This is something they don't have on an album. They've only done it live.
Oh, sick. Okay.
So it's just it's for the live shows.
I kind of love when bands do that, by the way, because it feels like it gives you like an extra added incentive to go see them. You know, it's like, here's this one thing that is exclusive to you seeing us in concert. You got to come see us.
Except they put it on YouTube.
Yeah, I guess so, right? Yeah, now we could use YouTube Music to just figure that out somehow. You could break the system, I'm sure. But the song itself I thought was awesome, dude. It was like a kind of, the first, until they get into the chorus, or at least the pre-chorus, you're kind of like, oh, this is kind of like a new metal track. Like she's kind of like rapping a little bit, like and then like the other singer, Hannah, she starts rapping in the second verse too, and like even faster. She's got that like Japanese rolling R thing going on too, where it's just like every other word is just super quick, right? And I love that vibe. But then when you get into the chorus, it's like this pop punk sort of, really uppity, happy, catchy sounding beat to just like dance around to. I love that combination. I'll always love that combination. It's kind of like that it builds you up with the new metal type of stuff, and like the way that like like a Limp Bizkit or a Korn or something would break you down in the chorus and go, okay, it's headbanging time. Instead, they
Yeah.
go into like, okay, now it's dance time, and I like
Sure.
that. It's like a nice little it's like a nice little switch up.
Yeah. They'll have to
And the
keep you
song
guessing,
was
man.
it was stuck in my head like immediately after, especially that end, like the fade out where they're just singing, they're just like humming along, like whatever it was. It was great.
Good impression on Champ then. This new Gatrick Spin song.
Actually, one of my favorites, and I've actually been saying this a lot about them because, like, I guess I've heard like all the music videos that they've put out so far for this latest album, and I like all of the songs. I think this is whatever era they're in right now is my favorite GACHARIC Spin era. I think they're writing my favorite type of music, at least I can say.
Yeah, me too. Let's see. There's a band called Direct, which maybe not so popular with this crew, but I might fucking up. New crazy video of them in a huge show. It's pretty interesting. It's another live thing. Huge production, very cool. The Warning put out 2 lyric videos for 2 songs I hadn't heard yet. Hell You Call a Dream and Que Mas Quieres. Very cool videos. Keep it in line with the later sound they have, which I really dig.
What would you say that later sound is?
It's oh boy, this gets the commenters going, dude. It's funny because I didn't say anything that was negative about the band at all, but people still feel like they need to defend the band for some reason. Basically, it's just like it's less raw. Like the videos, the studio recordings are very produced, almost with an electronic edge to it. Almost sounds synthy, but I can't tell if it's synth or if it's just the bass and the guitar, like heavily saturated guitar locked in to get that kind of synth sound. But either way, like I know there's live videos out there. I haven't watched them yet, but I said in my video, I'm like, I know live ones are going to be just heavier, a little more raw. So
Ryan, you'll absolutely love them live if you haven't seen them yet.
yeah, I imagine so, dude. Like, and that's what I mentioned. Like, I dig the sound they're going with, and I imagine they're going to do that for this. And then the next album's going to be a little different. And I speculate they have a different producer, maybe or whatever. So yeah,
I keep saying, like with The Warning, they're so young, and the last song I listened to, I really appreciated that they're delving into different territories as a band. Like I think they're still discovering their sound. I don't think we're seeing like the final The Warning yet. I think they're still young. They're still playing. They've been
for sure.
I know
Man.
they're gonna have a whole new sound in the next couple of years, I think. After they're done experimenting. They're gonna be like, oh, this is it. And then they're gonna be there. You know,
I think what triggered people is I said something about they sound a little more commercial, which
because it does.
All that does is appeal to more people. It's a smart move.
Yeah.
And my point
think
was
it
when they
does
play
sound
live, it's just because Powell still sounds like Powell. Danny still sounds like Danny. They're not changing anything. It's just a different production approach.
Well, let's be honest with The Warning. The production and the music, I agree, it's very commercial like, and I don't know why the fans would get mad about that because it is going to appeal to a bigger audience. But the thing that they have that's really unique that makes them stand out in the commercial sense is the vocals. That's the biggest thing for me is the vocals because the music behind it, it's really solid, really good, but it's nothing like crazy. It's not, you know what I mean?
No.
It's very just basic, but it's the vocals that shine, I think.
Yeah. I mean, there's great riffs. There's great fucking riffs in it.
Would you say, so I still haven't heard them, so I'm just throwing this out there, asking you, but would you say that the difference between like the way, because when you were describing the sound change of like the guitars and kind of sounding more synthy and stuff like that, would you say it's like a similar transition to what BAND-MAID did when they went into the most recent Unleash, where they had like a much more synthy kind of sound to the guitars and stuff like that?
It's almost Cookie Monster made a good point. He said if they were to dirty up the effects a little bit more, it would be almost industrial sounding, the guitar and how the bass and guitar lock in, where it's just that really thick, like driving kind of tone.
Okay.
Did you check out the new one, Ryan, the music video one? Did you check out that song?
What?
It came out before the lyric videos. It came out a few weeks ago.
Yeah. What was that? It's like
Sick.
one word.
It's called Sick. Yeah.
Does
it sound like that?
Yep.
At all?
Yeah. There are 2 songs videos they put out before this. They all you could clearly tell they're from the same album.
Interesting.
Okay. Gotcha.
So almost industrial, you would say. Nemophila did a little bit of that on their new album too.
Yeah, elements of it where it's like this. Yeah, it's weird. Like if you listen to like the first stuff they came out with, where it's just like, this is hard rock, you know what I mean? And then this stuff's like, whoa, it's got a different sound to it. I don't know. I dig it, dude.
Would you say they're finding their sound,
For
like
sure.
versus just being a part of the genre that they were originally in?
Yeah, that's kind of what Alan was saying too. I think they're finding their ground, and they're gonna find something they land on and are happy with. But I'm glad they're like trying different things. I think there's a different producer for this. They might try another producer, you know. Fuck, I don't know.
I think we're finding a lot of bands now that we've been keeping tabs on for a while are actually like really approaching that part of their career where they are just about to like they're like leaning into some new sound that is going to become them for the most part, rather than like whatever they started as. Because Gatric Spin, we were talking about the same thing earlier, right? Where it was like they've done things for a long time, but now they're finally like in this like groove of who they are, type of deal.
Yeah.
So
real quick, gotta thank Makaluku for gifting 5 memberships to Guys and Guys. Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
Woohoo!
Hell yeah,
Makaluku. That's your new every time you do that, Makaluku, I'm gonna give you one of those.
Makaluku.
Makaluku.
But anyway, there was that. What else? Shoka Okubo, which is like a blues trio with Shoka and Juna Sarita. I can't remember the drummer's name, but Juna Sarita on bass. Really cool 3-part blues. I even checked out. There's a new Ministry song, a new Paramore song. They're all
There's
good.
a new Paramore song. Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, check
Ministry.
it out.
I didn't even know Ministry was still making music. I'll be honest.
And yeah, I gotta say, Al Jurgensen looks pretty good for. He's got to be in his 50s and a freak. So I mean, I was surprised.
There's also a new Ariana Grande album that dropped last night.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Just gotta throw that out there.
Yeah, there's a voice
My
of
girl.
Bachi Prot from probably a couple months ago. They had a new song that came out live, so I checked that out too. So,
did you listen to the Paramore song? I'm so curious.
Yeah,
now.
I watched the whole thing.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I like Paramore, dude.
Did it sound more like their older stuff when they were kind of like pop punky, or more like their newer stuff when they were more just poppy?
Newer stuff.
Newer stuff. So it was like a pop song with a band.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a cool video.
All right.
I dug it. I don't even know what album it is. I listened to them quite a bit because the drummer was a fucking monster, dude. Like, he had no business beyond, like, I don't know. It was like a drummer that should have been in some.
No, he had
but
to
it's
be
their
there.
drummer, dude. It's just awesome.
Yeah, he had to be there because like otherwise Paramore is not, you know what I mean? Like the reason that they stand out is because of shit like that.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I was like, as I started to say, I'm like, that's a stupid thing to say. But it's just like, yeah, it's just great.
Yeah,
so sweet. Anyway, that's shit I did.
Cool. That was
checked out.
That was your week.
That was just Friday, dude.
Now?
That was just Friday.
Oh, true.
I got up Friday morning and made this video with all these bands. Like, this is amazing.
Oh fuck!
Like all this shit came out one day.
Yeah, dude. It's like everything was waiting for this week to drop. Like I said, it wasn't just that too. There was like pop albums and stuff that are coming out too, all at the same time.
My stream got blocked like 2 hours later. So you know,
shocker.
It always does.
Sons of bitches.
So go to my Patreon and watch it for free. Fuck
yeah,
you,
there you go. So blame Sony. I don't know if they're behind this, but we seem to have good luck just blaming them for
I played
everything.
a clip of an Aerosmith song that did it. And then I think whoever did one of the Lemon Tea, because I found 2 original Lemon Tea songs that Live It Out Lilia did, and one of those got blocked. And of course, Paramore and Ministry, you know, old mans. We don't like people giving us free advertising.
Yeah, I know. It's like the bands that would require it the most for like keeping people, like giving the new generation, you know, some ability to see you who would never see you otherwise. They're the ones that are the most against it.
Oh well. Well, I got the warning got blocked on my stream, but then I put out the 2 songs after that and they're fine. So it's like a knee-jerk reaction thing. Automatic bullshit.
Yes, streams, it's weird because some of the videos that will get the stream taken down while you're live, you can post later.
Yeah,
so it's
BAND-MAID has done that for me the last 2
years.
times.
Yeah, BAND-MAID was the one that got my stream taken down just recently. I'm like, this sucks.
I could watch it the first time, then when I go to rewatch it, they take it down.
Yeah, that's so weird.
That is weird. I don't know, man. The same thing happens to me too, where it's like, if I look at my old streams, it literally looks like all of the songs get blocked. It'll be like 9 out of the 10 songs that I do, they're blocked, and then I can post like 8 of those 9, those separately. I don't know what the difference is, and it doesn't get blocked while I'm watching it either. It waits like until after the stream is over, and then it blocks all these videos.
Have you guys tried that new button that they put on there? It says live reaction. You can check mark or uncheck it. Do you think that has something to do with it? Because I feel like since I have it checked, I feel like I get flagged more when I have it unchecked. When I have it unchecked, I don't get flagged as much. So it's really weird.
It's like you're clicking it just to let them know, like, hey, you can block this shit. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, watch my shit, please.
Yeah. That's what they're saying. Theirs is a trick. This is somehow a trick.
By the way, too,
I want you to take the revenue, but then, you know, take it down.
Also, they have all these experimental things that are automatically checked. Uncheck those, by the way, because it like doxes your location. One of them, by the way, just letting you know. It like it says, "Can we use your location as part of a experimental thing?" I'm like, no, you can't. No.
No, they could use my location. I don't give a shit.
You're right. I'm Tony Stark, motherfucker. Here I am. Come get me.
All right.
Here's Champ's that was a bad idea.
Who wants Champ's address? We'll put it in the chat for you.
Honestly, that's how I've always been. Like, everybody's always like, the Alexa can like read everything that you're thinking. I'm like, dude, if the Alexa can read what I'm thinking, it would run the fuck away. I'm telling you, bro. Like, it doesn't want to know my thoughts.
Champ, once you run into some people that are a little weird and you fearing for them, you might change your mind.
True. This is why I just stay in my room, bro. Like, nobody, you know, I don't need people.
Oh man.
All right. You guys see anything interesting this week on the music front?
I did interesting things.
Well, that's good. That's different. I did too, but you know, I wasn't playing live in front of anybody. That sounds like what you've been up to, right?
Yeah, I just joined another band last night.
Another one?
Yeah, dude, it was so fucking fun. Yeah, it's a cover band, so it's just and you make money and stuff like that. So, but it's been a blast, man. I've hit my world record for myself, not world record, my self record of like 40 songs in 2 weeks. I learned it was insane. Yeah. But it's ridiculous. Like it's getting faster now. Now it's just like 6 songs in an hour, like getting them down. You know.
You remember there was some show, I think it was MTV or something, where they had like it was like a live challenge where bands would be like, "Here, play this song," and they'd have to play the song like shit they knew and didn't know, or one guy would know. I mean, isn't that insane?
It is insane. I was gonna ask you guys, like, so I guess I had the mentality of being in bands before where I have to teach everybody everything and just get set up. But now it feels like these last 2 bands I joined, I just show up and we're just tight immediately. I'm like, what? For me, it's just like, this is unusual. Like, it's normally because I'm so used to doing original music, right? Where you have to show people stuff and stuff like that. People don't come prepared, you know? But like with the cover band world, it's like you just show up and they're like, dude, that's tight as hell. You're in. And I'm like, all right. Like,
I mean, the covers, if you stick to released versions of the covers, you should be able to learn it, show up and play it.
Yeah, because you have everything that you need in front of you, which is just the track, right? Like, as long as you can play along to the track. And each person can separately, you're good to go.
Yeah, my experience is they never play it just like the recording that you're supposed to learn from.
Yeah, well, I've been lucky, Ryan. These guys play exactly like the recording, both of them, and which is awesome for me because like I'm very much like doing that. But we were like at practice, they're like, man, I like doing this song, and the whole band, we just learned it in like a minute and just started playing it. It was already tight. I'm like, man, I need to start playing with more professional musicians.
Yeah, well, that's definitely a big part of it. I mean, if that's what they do for a living, they should be good at it, you know,
dude. And then we walked away. We wrote 2 songs just for the hell of it. We're like, with the drummer and the drummer was so fucking good, and I just like. He just inspired me just playing these like crazy, like progressive 3/4 beat or whatnot. And I just started writing riffs. So it like the cool thing about the covers is like, it's really motivating for writing music too, you know, which is really cool. Sure. And then we're going to be setting up our Twitch streams for full band, like band jams or whatnot. So I'm going to do that again with GACHARIC today. So that's pretty awesome. And I'm going to do those with the cover band. So The corn cover band will be streaming on Twitch, and then the other cover band will also be streaming on Twitch. The singer, dude, the singer's phenomenal, man. He can do anything. We're doing like Filter, we're doing like Tool, and he can like sing any of the songs. It's crazy. There's way more, like from the Foo Fighters, and then like, but he can somehow mimic all the tones, Stone Temple Pilots. I'm like, how the hell is he doing this? Just do like any song he wants. So it's really interesting. Yeah. But anyways, that's what I've been doing some videos here and there, some reactions. I forgot what I checked out though this past week. But yeah,
I'm seeing in the chat you checked out Atari Shigako too, huh?
Yeah, they got a song for the freaking Ghostbusters movie, dude. That's
pretty
big
That's
for them.
Fucking nuts.
It's kind of a reimagining of the original, but it's cool because you get Kanan doing some rap, which is just awesome when she does rap. I like this more out of the last probably 3 songs they released. I like this one. It's pretty cool.
Oh, there's a couple other things I'm gonna mention. Went to I forgot. Yeah, this was all last week. The Fox News thing did that. I'll be putting out some content for that soon. Trying to set up interviews and stuff with Japanese artists to get through. That's going really well. Worked on a reaction piece. Also, I'll be coming out talk about the reactors and stuff like that. And that was pretty awesome. I forgot about all that stuff going through there. And then I played a show. I think we that show was amazing. I think I talked about it last Sunday, so I'm not gonna talk about it again. But yeah, anyways, that was it.
Well, you said you wanted to talk about the Fox stuff last week, and we never
so
back from you. So
I
need more information.
Yeah, it's one of those things like, can I talk about this yet? No, just keep stay tuned. I was like, there's some really cool interviews down the pipeline that are coming up. We just gotta wait for red tape, of course. Make sure everything's confirmed before I can say something.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. we thought we were gonna get the confirmation, and then it just stopped. But
sounds familiar.
Good shit. Yeah, sounds familiar, right? Yeah. At least a couple of the things I went through already. So Baby Metal, Nemophila, that worked through, and so I am very hopeful. I'm very hopeful about some future projects. So
right on.
Cool.
Yeah, but I feel you, Ryan.
I had on my live stream, I was going along checking out the videos, and Kenji from Dragdown, a guitar player and songwriter from Dragdown, popped into the chat, and he's like, I want to hear more guitar from you. I'm like, what? I'm like, well, I can play some blues. So he got me to do some jamming on there, which was fun, dude. I never got a request like that.
It's fun, right? Like,
I love it, dude. But it's just cool he's on there.
Yeah.
But we're gonna see Gungare and Dragdown are playing together in Japan, one in there. Gonna get to see both of them in one freaking show, dude. That's gonna be nuts.
Sweet. Sounds cool. It's gonna be heavy.
Probably like the heaviest thing I'll ever see live.
Want to go to Japan sometime. I gotta get out there. That's awesome.
What would you say is the heaviest band you've seen so far, Ryan?
I've seen?
Yeah.
Probably BAND-MAID. Like I've seen Kill Switch and In Flames.
They're not overly heavy live, I've noticed, in comparison to some other bands that I've watched.
Kill Switch?
Yeah.
BAND-MAID, I didn't even know they were a thing until I saw them live. One, like the 4th band that was opening for In Flames on basically 6 feet of stage, and dude, they brought it like they were playing a goddamn stadium. It was amazing. I didn't know the singer was Corey's fucking son or anything. I'm like, that dude sounds just like Corey from Slipknot. And then I find out later it's his son. I'm like, well, no fucking wonder.
What band is that?
BAND-MAID.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
is he screaming or singing or both? Doing
both.
He sounds just like Corey. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like he can't help it. It just does.
That's kind of sick.
Good too.
I mean, Corey's fantastic. So like if you could even be like 50% of that, you're probably on the way.
I think it's Clown's kid is the drummer.
Wow.
So but they were great. Probably the heaviest thing.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome.
I think when I saw Fletch God Apocalypse last year, they were like as heavy as I've ever seen anything. Like I've seen Slayer before, and like I remember thinking like this isn't that heavy. But like Fletch God Apocalypse at Gramercy Theater last year was about as much as your ears will bleed while seeing a show.
A name
it depends
like
on what you consider
be
heavy.
The heaviest thing ever, or like super chill. Like what?
Also depends on what you consider heavy.
No, I mean loud and metal. You know?
Because Nemophila had the loudness down pretty well.
Yeah, they did. They got a little more melody though. Like every once in a while you can sing along to one of their songs, but damn, you're right about the loudness.
I mean, it depends on what we're ranking it on.
If you're trying to knock down the parts of the building that are holding it up, you want to go see a Nemophila concert.
Right.
They win. They win for me if we're talking about it like that.
No, it wasn't volume. Right on, man.
Cool.
BAND-MAID Hate 10th anniversary tour official video. You guys check that out?
I did.
I did not.
You did
Well, I checked out the concert originally, so like already seen it, but yeah, we did. I did a review, guys. If you haven't seen it on this podcast, actually, I don't remember when we did it, but there's a clip of the whole concert review on here.
Well, the new release has some more additional camera angles, some really good shots.
Oh, is it more shots?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize there was more shots.
It's from which concert?
The Yokohama Arena.
Okay, the big one.
Well, that's cool that they do that. I didn't realize it was like, I don't remember the concert, right? So I just remember watching the concert. I didn't realize there's different angles and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They probably put some more love into it, right? Because it's after the fact.
Yeah, it's a little more post production, little camera angles, switcheroos.
Pretty audio awesome, is still the same, right? Audio is the same from the concert.
Yeah, it's the concert audio, but I imagine they probably.
Yeah, they have like 5 different cameras shooting at the same time. So when you're watching it live, they're sticking mostly to one. But afterwards, you can like push them all together and like change shots and stuff like that, make it look cooler. Yeah, because I'm looking at it right now, like all these zooms and stuff like that. They definitely weren't in the original live performance.
Was there anything you missed from the first time, but you noticed on the second time watching, Ryan? Or
no, because I haven't watched the concert again since I watched it the first time, which I know is weird, a wild thing to hear sometimes, but I didn't notice anything different. Just I don't know, man, just how freaking goddamn good they were. Because they put on a BAND-MAID Prime, they put their battle between Konami and Misa, they put it on Prime, like them playing it. Just them two. Well, I mean, with the background music, with them playing it in the studio. And I think it's even a little different though. So there might be some, I don't know. I haven't compared them yet, like what they did in Prime versus what they did live and what they did at like they're in what the fuck is the other festival? Whatever festival it was. I can never remember the name.
You mean it was different cool as in like they were just playing different things, like in the battle part?
Yeah. Like it'd be cool to see if they developed anything or whatever, but
they probably have like an idea of what they're gonna do and then just like fuck around for the most part, like around it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like I remember watching like you ever see Ozzy in concert, like at Ozfest or anything like that?
Yeah.
Like how Zakk Wylde will come out and he has like his solo section or whatever, and it's like I saw them 3 times. Zakk Wylde do that thing, and it's like every time that he did it, it was the same beginning and the same ending, and then there was like parts in the middle that he would just like you could tell he just like went off and did like a freestyle. It's probably similar to what they're doing here.
Dude, Zakk Wylde is insane when he does shit like that.
Yeah, he's one of the best guitarists of all time, I think.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good, man. Because I caught a thing where he's playing acoustic and he does the same shit. Jesus, dude, calm down.
Yeah, he was in Rockstar. You remember that movie? He like played as the guitarist that was like sitting in the studio when they were like trying to figure it out in the beginning.
Is that Walt? Who was that?
I don't remember his name.
I don't know. I don't think
he was like the lead guitarist of the band that was like deciding who was going to join it.
Right on.
I've always been a big Zakk Wylde fan. He's got cool ass guitar too.
Does he though?
Yes, that's awesome. Come on, man.
His own brand one.
It's not as cool anymore because we've seen it for the last 25 years. But like the first time that I saw that like swirly fucking black and white shit, I was like, dude, that is the sickest guitar I've ever seen.
Oh, you don't mean like the one he's playing currently with his own brand?
Okay. Oh no, I don't even know what that one looks like.
It's hideous.
Oh really?
It's like a Flying V with SG horns on the front of it.
See, I'm not really a big fan of Flying V's in general. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I feel like they're super overrated. Like they're the kind of thing that like, when you're 15 years old, you're like, that's the coolest fucking thing in the world. It's so pointy. And
no,
like
you're wrong. Flying V's are awesome.
Yeah. Then how come you have I see a regular guitar in this shot right now behind you, buddy. You don't have the Flying V right there.
That's a 6-string bass right there, my friend. And then there's a flying V
Shit,
there, got a
it's a
flying V
bass.
right there. Well, it's a bass 6 Squire. Yeah, it's
You have a bunch of guitars.
yeah,
You're a guitar aficionado.
I am. Got a bunch of them.
Alan, how many flying V's
Anyway.
you got sitting around the
0, because I do not like flying V's. So I'm like, I've been looking for an Iceman, right? I really want to get like a 7-string one because I've been playing a lot of 7-string lately, and I can't find them anywhere. I'm like, why do I love this guitar so much? And so I was learning some songs, right? And I didn't realize like a lot of the bands I listened to actually had Iceman guitars. And I'm like, oh, it makes sense. System of a Down had one. I didn't even realize it. I was like, it must have been like embedded in my memory. I didn't even realize it.
That's what Kenji's rocking and drag down is a 7-string Iceman. I looked them up. Yeah, it's kind of expensive.
Yeah, I still have my HR Geiger. I put in red pickups, so it looks like fucking alien eyes or whatever. Fucking that guitar's awesome. I put EMGs in it. I love my Iceman. I gotta bring it back out. The only reason why I don't play it a lot is because it has only 22 frets, and I use 24 frets all the time. So it was like, damn it.
That thing. I was wondering what you guys were talking about. Okay, so like the Paul Stanley one is fucking nice.
That's my favorite guitar. Definitely.
It sucks that it's a Paul Stanley guitar.
I know. Like you can't get fucking the variety for Iceman guitars. It sucks, dude. Like if I ever have a chance to like get a signature guitar, I would like do an Iceman, but like do it a little different.
I wish I would have bought one of the Paul Stanley ones like back in the day because he had a Washburn one that was similar to an Iceman shaped, all mirrored and shit. And now they're worth like a ridiculous amount of money.
But if you look up, bro, there's one for $300 on here. Like, I'm seeing a bunch of them there between like 290, 316, man.
I don't know what the fuck you're looking at. That's crazy.
Just typed in Iceman guitar, man, and it just like popped up.
Oh, not a
what?
Yeah,
no, it's a new Iceman Paul Stanley electric guitar, silver, super cool, cracked.
Oh, probably made in China.
Oh, okay.
Like enough. I want a 7-string, but all they have is an all black one. I'm like, like that's cool, but I don't want an all black
as cool
guitar. Man. Yeah,
not as cool. The golden cracked one is probably the coolest looking one, man. That one's fucking fire.
I don't even know what I'm saying, anyways. I can't even buy a guitar, so but it'd be cool.
Oh yeah, I brought up one of those Paul Stanley Icemans for $200. It's got the logo scratched out on the headstock. Too good to be true. It's probably too good to be true. Yeah,
that's so funny.
That's awesome. Dude.
Oh, there's an SRV style for 251. Yeah, dude.
I didn't realize there was a reverse Iceman.
Yeah, that's what Paul Gilbert uses.
Paul Gilbert
plays one of them.
I love this. Oh, so signature Paul Gilbert. Oh shit. That looks badass.
What are we talking about? Japanese
guitars.
Guitars, baby.
We're
talking about guitars. We all play guitar, man. Like,
guitars.
For people that all play guitar, we rarely actually talk about guitars themselves.
Yeah, we should talk about them more.
I mean,
although I'm pretty sure at this point in my life, I've renounced my being a guitarist and have fully joined the I am a bassist if I'm going to play anything now, just because it's so much easier for me to actually hit those
you can
notes.
Count to 4 or 5.
Exactly. Exactly. I don't have to think too much, and only one finger has to do stuff most of the time instead of all of them.
Depends on what kind of bass player you want to be, man.
Misa. I want to be Misa.
Well, you're going to be.
Good luck.
I wouldn't even try that, dude. You're fucking crazy.
You should retire.
I am. I've retired. I retired 10 years ago. They'll do it. I haven't played a show since the 10th year anniversary of my last band, which was like 8 years ago. So it's been like I would consider myself a retired musician at this point.
Well, I guess at pre-retirement. I don't know.
Thanks, Mike.
I know, right?
I'm really enjoying my retirement with no money and nothing to sit back on.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we went through the stuff. You guys check out the new Koi Eye song? It's a little different.
I did not.
Can you remind me who they are?
I think that's Hazuki and Lisa X. Kotono singing. She was with Iron Bunny for a while. I want to sing as Iron Bunny. So it's like Hazuki from Nemophila.
From Nemophila. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Her other project going on, at least X band. I really think they're still kind of figuring out what they want to do. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So they have a new song out.
Yeah, it's a cover.
Did you listen to it?
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. A lot different than the original. I think it's called
Kanade
Automatic.
Sato on drums.
Kind of yeah, and I think she is now a permanent member of the band. They still are using support bassists. So they're, I think once they get a bassist locked in, they'll be able to kind of find their final form, you know.
So refresh my memory. Was Hazuki and Lisa X both in the Lisa X band also?
Yes.
Okay, so and then Hazuki went off to Nemophila, and now both of them are doing Koye together.
Yes. I'm not
Okay.
sure about the timeline on that. She was
Okay.
working with her before.
So the Lisa X band, they're like kind of done now, right? Like they're not making new
Yeah,
music
it kind of
anymore.
morphed into this.
Okay.
Because the singer, can't remember her name. It was a great singer. She decided to go do something else, and when she left, it kind of was in flux, and then they came out with Koye.
Okay. Okay. Cool. No, I
With,
haven't heard any of their songs yet. So, what kind of music would you say, like, would you consider it to be? Is it progressive, like the Lisa X band
progressive
was?
pop.
Progressive pop.
Yeah. I don't know. Because the singer is she's a great singer, man. Great voice. And she's very much pop rock kind of vocals. Then you get these little tastes of, oh, there's some shredders in here, but it's very much like not shreddy music. It's interesting kind of stuff to listen to.
Yeah, it's definitely on the pop realm. The last song I listened to was too.
Yeah.
Well, I can always appreciate pop when it's got like the talent behind it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like pop music gets a bad rap most of the time because it's oversimplified in a lot of cases and it becomes boring for people that are like musicians to listen to. But the really good pop groups can show their talent while they're, being poppy.
Yeah.
So as long as they're doing that, then that's cool.
Yeah. Tuabug says the bassist for the live shows was Waka Zayamon, who was the bassist from East of Eden. East of Eden?
Oh, okay. Interesting. And they just all share each other.
Man.
I'm saying, like, none of them,
awesome.
like, it's all just pass around players from band to band.
Right on. Okay.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna check out some Koye then, I guess.
Do it.
Do it.
All right. Should we talk about the article on Gaijin Guys podcast?
Yeah, man.
GaijinGuys.com, the awesome rising women of rock from Japan. Gotta sneeze. It might take me a minute. Somebody take over.
Yeah, awesome rising women of rock. And Ryan's dying over there. So recently, it was International Women's Day. For us at Gaijin Guys, we think about our favorite international women of rock from Japan. Over the past several years, we have seen increasing support for the girls from the land of the rising sun, like Baby Metal, BAND-MAID, Nemophila, and Love Bites. New artists are also stepping up and rocking hard. In the list below, several female-fronted all-girl bands are rising in notoriety in Japan. In no particular order, here are our picks of glamorous, hard-rocking Japanese women. So you can check this article out at GaijinGuys.com. Make sure you join the mailing list so you get notified about these articles. Don't worry, we're not going to spam. It's just like a once-a-week thing where you get sent these lists that we came up with. So first one we got on here is Hanabiye. Of course, they've definitely rose pretty fast.
They're blowing up, man.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Yeah.
Something that's brand new that's like East of Eden is fucking killing it. Second one on there, they just like have just soared. A lot of stuff is backing them too, and so their team obviously has a lot of faith in this band, and they're like supporting them a lot. And they've already released a few new songs too. I don't know if you guys checked those ones out. I still need to check out a couple of them, but I mean, they have a few music videos already up.
Yeah, they're just stacked with talent, dude. Stacked with talent.
Let me ask you guys something about them and kind of the genre that they're in general. Do you think that it's more difficult, or it will become more difficult, for these Japanese all-female bands to break out and become like,
Absolutely.
noted because of the style of music that a lot of them seem to be like kind of veering towards.
You're gonna need now. It's at the point where it's getting saturated, so you're gonna have a unique edge, and this is how it always works, right? You're always gonna have the pioneers, and you're gonna have the ones that are, gonna be underneath or not as good, or they're close to a certain band that's pioneering the sound, but not quite there. I think that's what's gonna start happening. And
Yeah.
East
I
of
think
Eden,
we're probably going to see a bunch of those bands on this list too, that I feel like they all are really good and have a bunch of potential. But it is starting to get a little saturated in the field.
yeah, it feels like that, right? Yeah, especially when you're checking out more and more and more, and then you hear people like, "Well, I don't get why this band's not bigger. They should have more fans." It's because there's so much to listen to. So
Yeah.
there's gonna be something's got to give. It's
You got to have
not
something
always gonna be the same.
special.
Yeah.
And this takes me back to the Hanabier one, where it's like there is clearly something that separates them from all of the other bands that are doing what they're doing right now. I actually struggle to put my finger on exactly what it is all the time. And I always just come back down to like this like sense of like party that all of their songs have. They just make me want to be at a party. And I don't know how they do that or what it is exactly that brings them separates them from the rest of the pack in that area, but it sounds fun. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like it's hard. It's really hard to find that like that one intangible variable that is going to give you that like quote unquote it factor that's going to make you stand out. Hanabi is a
Mhm.
perfect example. East of Eden, for me personally, okay, so other people might feel differently. They have so much talent, like you guys said, like so much talent, like they're oozing of it. And yet I find myself comparing them, not even necessarily to bands that are like exactly like them, but to stuff like Love Bites and Unlucky Morpheus. And I have I have to have them in order for them to like reach that pinnacle. They need to do something that like those bands aren't doing. You know what I mean? So I'm
I
not
think
sure if they've
have
hit that yet.
I think they have actually. And I mean, if we're gonna compare it to Love Bites, I feel like I'm gonna enjoy their music even more so, more consistently. I love Love Bites, but it's only like every other song or something like that. Like I like this song, this song. With these feet, and it seems like they're coming out with really good. It's because I really like the vocals too, and the violin
Hmm.
playing. It's really good. But I guess I agree with you. Yeah, because like, what is it about them that makes them stand out or
Well, people
separate?
are going to say the violin, right? But then that's
Yeah,
why I brought up Unlucky Morpheus, because it's like, okay, well,
Right.
they're doing that too, and like they're
it's
also the violinist and Jill is
true.
fucking amazing, you know.
It's two different styles of violin though too.
It is two different styles of
Yeah,
music in general, really,
yeah,
because
yeah,
Oh,
Unlucky
sure.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Morpheus isn't doing
yeah.
like this power metal stuff, but I do feel like the thing that Unlucky Morpheus has as that like variable, right, that people are going to take notice of first. Hey, they've got a violinist in their group. And then they're going to see East of Eden. Hey, they've got a violinist in their group. And it's like, okay, what makes them, you know, stand out? Because just having the violin isn't going to be enough pretty soon. You know,
Yeah.
it's got to
Left-handed
be.
bass player.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know if anybody's going to notice that besides us, but that's cool.
In the article, I mean, check it out. In the article, there are links to all their social media and stuff. You guys want to learn about these bands? Go to guideguys.com, check it out. It's easy to follow up and see what's going on with them. Lonesome Blues on there too, which is kind of a rocky start. They kind of announced themselves and then what Narumi left, switched up some members, but they're still going.
They're still pushing forward, man.
Yeah,
I give them points for resolve, because it would have been hard to deal with that first year that they dealt with.
yeah,
Yeah, they can't catch a break, huh? Like, uh, Face of Fear was such a badass song when they came out with that.
right, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
Little Lilith, I like them, dude. You guys heard Little Lilith?
I have not
Freaking
heard of
heavy.
them.
I heard them
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah. No, I like them too. They're you have heard them, Alan, because we
Yeah, we
listened
listened
to
to
Oh,
when we were doing the forcing each other to listen
Whoops.
to stuff songs, but
Yeah.
they
yeah.
were the one that I think so like I think Ryan pulled them out like 2 weeks ago, and I pulled them out the
Mhm.
week before that. And you said, if I recall correctly, Alan, you had said, I said this is a heavy week And you were like, what? It was a heavy week. And then you were like, nobody even included any heavy songs besides me. And I was like, the Little Lilith song I gave you was heavy. And you were like, no, it wasn't. I was like, what do you mean they're screaming through the verse and like blah, blah, blah.
I guess I gotta listen to it again.
But yeah, they're kind of like, they remind me. So again, this is, I don't know how to explain this. Like they're cool, but they're also like not as like, I couldn't compare them to a band like a Nemophila or a Hanabier, or like I feel like they're a little bit simpler than that. Like the stuff that they write, the stuff that they play, it's a little simpler, it's a little easier, but in the same vein. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in the same vein of those bands. Like they got catchy choruses and they've got heavy verses, but it's like not that crazy. It's easier to listen to, I would say. Like if you're not into like really heavy stuff too.
Yeah, they're an actual. They got like 12 songs in their discography. They're a new band. Then you got something like East of Eden, who've all the members have been around for a while. Like they've been in the industry for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
true. Yeah, Little Lilith is like it's not just the band itself is new, it's like the actual members are like fresh into
And
this.
Hanabier, I mean, they've been around a while too, man.
Yeah, it's true. What is it's like 7 or 8 years technically,
Yeah,
right?
8 years.
Which is crazy because like honestly, the big glow up that we talk about, like when they just like started came onto the scene and just like became what they were, was really We Love Sweets, which was 4 years ago, three,
Yeah,
4
that's been
years
a
ago.
while ago, man.
Dude, they were 3,000 subs when I reacted to them. It was insane how much.
And then it was like, so that was what got people's attention, but it was like the song after that, I don't remember what it was, Be the Gal maybe, that like really fucking blew up. And like good for them, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seeking Soul, you're right. Little Lilith is like if Palineo and Passcode had a love child, except like a little less like fast and like hard to play than either of those.
Paradox, I think I've seen a couple of their songs.
Yeah, Singularity, I think we listened to actually.
Yeah.
I believe I shared that on the stream like a month or two ago or something like that. They're pretty cool. Like I have the same. I'm gonna have the same criticism for them that I had for East of Eden, I guess, which is I'm not sure that there's anything in this group that like completely stood out to me the first time that I listened to them.
Yeah. There's some of these bands remind you a lot of other bands, and some of them just don't.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Sai Sega, which is I've been championing that band for a long time. I guess not a long time, but for a while, man. I love them. I think I could single out Regan's voice if I heard multiple voices, women doing clean and harsh vocals. I would definitely recognize hers. Chica on drums is a monster. Toko, sorry, I keep mixing up the drummer from Hanabi and Sai Sega. Toko on drums from Sai Sega.
Yeah,
is a monster. The whole band's great. But I think I don't know. They're touring like all the time.
I wanted to add. Well, now let's say we had to add male groups to this. Who would you add? Like I got one already. Pale Dusk.
Male groups to upcoming.
They're in mine too.
Yeah.
They're in mine too, Alan.
I know it's rising women, whatever, but like I want to add, like, what do you guys think on the male side too, or mixed groups? Like I'm thinking Soko Ninaru, like at the add to it, you know?
Yeah, we should throw in the men every once in a while when we're talking about music. We never do, but no, I agree with you 100%. Pale Dusk is probably one of the first ones I would come up with.
Yeah, Soko Ninaru is a good one. I mean, I don't know,
but they're also male and female, right?
Yeah.
That's why I'm bringing them up. Like some of the mixed groups. I mean, because for me, like my favorite is like when you have both the male and female vocals together is awesome
and so rare. Still so rare.
It's because it's hard. It's hard to have a band with males and females. It really is. It's just in general.
You get that with Drag Down.
Yeah. With Drag Down.
Strong vocals with Koku and Kenji. He's got some solo stuff that was out before them. His vocals are great. Then they got some stuff where they sing together, and it's monstrous, man.
MTH is like they're like the OGs of that, really.
They're one of the best at it. I mean, it's such a good the way they mix it. It's because all four of them are unique vocalists in their own right, and that's why I love that band. And that's one of those bands that's just like, damn, why they stop? why did it stop going? You know,
Yeah,
it's hard. Like I wish they.
they
It's
did
one of those
though.
bands I wish that they kept innovating and releasing music, because if they did keep innovating and keep releasing music, I think it would turn into something even more insane. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because
Jaluka. What
they're
about
really good
Jaluka?
at writing catchy melodies. Yes, Jaluka definitely another one, definitely uprising one for
I
sure.
showed I showed one of my buddies Jaluka the other day. I was trying to get him into,
Are
I
they
was
new?
showing him like a bunch of Japanese bands, right? Like, which of these is he gonna like, type of thing. He's a big metalhead. Like all he listens to is metal. So I showed him Nemophila. He was like, I don't really like her vocals. I was like, you're insane, but whatever. I played him Hanabia. He was like, oh, really cool, but like I don't like it when she does that, like that high-pitched anime type of sound. And I was like, yeah, I figured he might say that. And I put on Jaluka and he was like, this is fucking awesome. And I was like, all right, well, there you go. There it
They
is. That I
I,
found the
they've
line.
been together like 10 years. They're not.
they've been together forever. I was about to ask you guys, because like if I mean technically BAND-MAID, Love Bites, and Nemophila are all rising also, right? Nemophila is not that old. Nemophila's pretty new, actually.
Yeah,
Now that I think
yeah,
about it.
They're
They're
brand spanking new, bro. What are they, 2.5 years? Like,
yeah,
it's
I was about to say
crazy.
like,
years.
yeah, I guess and Pale Dust is really old too, actually, if you
Yeah.
think about it. So
And
Yeah.
we're
I
talking
don't know.
like actual. I mean, Gungaray and Dim Rays are a couple of
Dim
really
Rays.
cool bands that
Dim Rays needs to get
that
a
are new
full
bands.
band together, though.
Yeah,
Have they
Dim
done that
Rays,
yet?
that's still like the issue, right? Like, they didn't release anything for like fucking almost a year or whatever. And it's like, what
Yeah.
happened there?
I think they're still impartial. They don't have a full band yet.
No,
Yeah,
they're
that's what
playing shows
that's.
though.
Yeah, Nemo 2019 should definitely be on this list. I think that we messed up on that one. That's definitely that should be on the list. Nemophila.
But I get why it's like
Well,
it's
they were
questionable
mentioned
because
they
they're
were mentioned at the head of the article.
Oh, they are. Oh, because they're not that big technically. In our world, they are.
no, they're
But
yeah, you're
they're
right though.
yeah.
Popularity wise, I mean,
Yeah.
like when they come to America, they're probably about the same. Like when it comes to like what venues are they gonna sell out or whatever, they're
I
like
mean,
pretty much selling out the same sizes as a lot of the other Japanese groups that came over here.
if we're
But in Japan, maybe not as big.
I mean, like because the Hanabe show that I went to, was packed house compared to Nemophila show that I went to.
Well, the
Whereas,
Nemophila show that I went to was sold
yeah.
out, but like it
Oh,
it
okay,
wasn't
yeah.
a it
I mean,
wasn't a
yeah,
big venue. We're
that's
talking about
true.
like a little over 1,000 or whatever, but like I also we saw BAND-MAID in like a little
What
over 1,000.
where did they play again? It was
Gra
Gramercy, right?
Gramercy, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's a pretty big venue. That's good for them. I mean, because they sold out Whiskey Go Go too. That shit was packed.
Yeah. But
So
that's real small, right? That's like 800 or something like that.
yeah, it's really small. But like, oh yeah. It's one of those things like I love Whiskey Go Go is like the perfect venue for that intimate setting. And when you have it packed, it's just like awesome.
Yeah. I think when it comes to America and Japan, it's like really different depending on like how big these bands get. Because in America, they all seem to play like sort of the same size venues and they get sold about the same amount of tickets. It really seems like all these bands. And then in Japan, it's like way different. Like I don't think Nemophila is playing, a sold out 17,000 person Yokohama theater or whatever, so but over here it is a little different. I feel like Hanabi would probably be able to do a little bit more than a lot of the other bands. I heard they're really popular in Canada too. Did you guys hear that? Like they blew up in
Mhm.
Canada recently.
Who did?
Mm.
Hanabi,
Oh, really?
yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they're touring, aren't
Has
they?
it?
Kind of going on a tour hooking up through Canada.
Hanabi
Right now?
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing a lot more up there.
Yep.
I know. Besides Sega, haven't they been around for a good minute too, Ryan?
Yeah, they've been around a while.
And
I
they're
guess it doesn't
finally
really.
catching traction, huh?
I guess we're not
Yeah,
really talking about like how long they've been around, but like what kind of like momentum they have like moving forward, right?
Hmm.
It's like who's on the come up right now?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, like saying that, you could almost argue that BAND-MAID would be
well,
considered
2020.
definitely.
So,
Yeah.
still pretty new.
Cool, cool, cool. What was the next band on this?
I think that was it.
Oh, that was
That was
it?
it. Yeah, that was it.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
We're down to
Is there
Sega.
anybody that wasn't included on there that you think we should
Yeah, I was gonna
we should
ask
take
chat.
note of?
Yeah, just ones I keep mentioning because they're awesome. Gungaray and Dim Rays and a drag down. Check them out. I think they're going to be hopefully they keep at it, man. I know Gungaray they're playing a lot. And
Chat, what do you think
Dragdown for
we
sure.
missed on
Dragdown's been
here?
together a while, but they haven't played for I think a year or two, maybe it's a whole year. So they're like hitting it really hard to get out there and play.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
What were you saying, Alan?
No, I was gonna say, chat, what do you guys think are some bands that you think are up and coming or rising? Radio Rufus is the last rock stars. I mean, they did good while they were over here. I mean, they did do good.
Yeah,
Was
I mentioned
like
Total Nokarami. They've been together 10 years, but they're kind of. I like to think they're gaining popularity, man. That's an incredible band, dude. Incredible band.
Maze.
They just put out live footage from their concert. God damn, they're good.
Dude, who was that one band that I like sent you guys a song of, and they had like a saxophone that like popped up in the middle of the chorus that one time?
Oh God, what the hell was that?
Who was that? Like, I feel like they have a chance to do something.
I don't know.
I can't remember their fucking name, dude. It was like a weird ass name.
Yeah,
It was something weird, but like, yeah, they had like a random saxophone that like only showed up for like 12 seconds in the song. And then in the next song that I listened to from them, they had like a screamer, and I was like, "This is totally different music." Oh yeah, it was. Oh, it was like
Was
it was like
Smith?
no, it was STMLT. Thank you.
Okay.
Kenobi.
Yeah, well, you pronounced it like something is something.
Yeah. Sorry, Alan. What were you saying about?
Really different.
Edward mentioned Kenosis. That's a good one to look out for too. That's Rio
Gnosis,
from Crystal Lake.
Gnosis is good.
Yep.
Consume is good.
They just started. I'd be curious to see where Kenosis goes. I'm not sure how their last song did. They have a couple official videos now.
K is silent.
Let's see what happens with Broken by the Scream with the new Screamer. Also, I have a feeling that they're gonna kind of like have an adjustment in their sound. And there's J Music Fan agreeing with me immediately. Well done, J Music Fan. I don't know, Keem. I don't know the Cookie Monster if passcode is up and coming anyway. I don't know if I would agree with that one. I love passcode though. They're fucking awesome.
Yeah, Baby Metal's up and coming.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe they're little sisters. What are they called again? The little sister Baby Metal group.
Oh, I don't even remember.
Yeah, are they still doing that? Like, I haven't heard anything about that since
The Metalverse. The Metalverse.
Yeah.
That's okay project. I don't even know what they're trying to do. Missed opportunities all over the place with that. Speaking of Baby Metal though, Baby Metal has their Fox Fest coming up soon.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's man, I want to be there so bad. It's at the end of May. And I can't remember the bands that were playing with. Oh, it's with Electric Callboy and Polyphia.
Yeah, that's gonna be a crazy freaking show, dude.
That is insane.
It's gonna be a wild show.
And I'm assuming Baby Metal and Polyphia are gonna do their song together for their collab.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
that would be fucking cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That's a perfect matchup, in my opinion. Like those three bands are perfect together. I think that's
Baby
what they
Metal,
should.
Polyphia, and Electric Callboy. You said?
Yeah, I think that's such a good matchup. I'm assuming Polyphia is going first. Yeah, that's such a good lineup. And then there's still more artists to be announced. I'm not sure how long Baby Metal's playing at this Fox Fest, but it's May 25th, May 26th. Man, is there a way to get a free flight to Japan?
Yeah.
There's sponsorship.
Somebody just has to give you one.
American Airlines, give me a free flight to Japan.
There's so many bands, dude. They're mentioning Spirit, Saba Sister, Chili Beans is a band I freaking love. Almond Dot's cool. Ave Mujica. A lot of cool stuff. There's music out there, man. Anybody bitches about no music is just being lazy.
It's true.
Is there a lottery for this concert? The Fox Fest? There has to be, right?
For a festival? Do that for festivals? I don't know.
Chat, let me know.
Ticket lottery?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't help if you don't have the ticket to go to Japan.
Yeah.
You know, it might motivate you.
Yeah, I guess so. I think I'd rather
Well, now
have
I
my
gotta
plane
spend
ticket paid
$3,000 on a
for.
plane ticket to go to this $40 concert.
Exactly. Like, if there's a lottery for the plane tickets, I am in. I'll buy the ticket to the show.
I know. I'd rather rather have that lottery to the plane ticket.
Yeah,
I mean, they
Peter
give you
says
the.
it's a ticket lottery. Yeah.
Yeah. There
Oh,
it
it
is.
is. Damn.
Yeah. Hey, Urban Sasquatch has Kilt Meltland, and I was thinking of them earlier too, and I couldn't
Yeah.
remember their name. I would they let's a lot of these bands, like I feel like I've heard like one or two songs, but and none of them have been like, wow, you're freaking amazing. But they're all like, there's potential there. And like by the time you release a full album or the next full album or whatever, you might be amazing. You know, it's more like let's keep tab on all these bands.
Maybe Pubaca. I will go sign up for that lottery to just see if I
Do
can
it.
get a ticket. Just try that first.
Support the band. At least your money would go to the band.
Yeah.
Your plane ticket
Yeah.
won't.
Yeah, true. That's a good point.
The
Right.
thousands of dollars you spend to get there, they won't see any of it.
Yeah, there's pretty well. They give you the money back anyways if you don't get selected, right, for the ticket or something like
Do
that.
they?
Can't we
Yeah, I
somehow
think-
write this off for
That
taxes?
sounds like a deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you join, you put the money in, but if you don't get selected, it just reimburses. If I'm not mistaken, that's how it works.
Yeah, tour vlogs, man. You write it off.
Yeah,
You
I'm
just gotta
saying.
wait a year to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Guys, it's an issue when you have way too much shit to write off. I was doing my taxes, is like I'm pretty much telling the tax guy I made no money all year.
That sounds like me too.
Yeah.
I was so surprised when I was talking to my tax guy the other day, and he was like, so like, where do you work from? And I was like, oh, I work from home. And he was like, oh, so like, we could write off your rent then. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Is that legal?
I didn't know
Yeah.
that. What are you talking
no,
about?
you can. You like for my place, you have to do a portion of your place and you can write it off.
Yeah,
But,
that's
crazy.
what he said. I was like, this is
Yeah.
blowing my mind. And I haven't ever done that before, right? So he was just telling me this like 2 weeks ago. And I was like, shit, dude, I've been doing this for 5 years. Fuck. I've really missed out on a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you have too, like for me, I have like way too much stuff to write off. So at that point, it just like doesn't even matter. It's the add it.
All right. So yeah, if you enter the lottery, then they charge if you win. That's cool.
GG tax tips.
If it was here, you'd pay for it, and if you didn't get it, you're shit out of luck. That's what it would be here.
Okay, yeah. there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
There, they
That-
actually.
That's
yeah.
the American way.
You didn't win, you won't pay.
By the way, did you guys hear about the Ticketmaster law that has been put in effect in like a bunch of states so far
No. what is
about
it?
the upfront billing?
Oh,
So apparently now when you go to anything that's Ticketmaster or Live Nation related, because they're owned by Ticketmaster, depending on the state that you're in, I know it's active in New Jersey right now, they have to show you all of the charges up front, like how much the entire ticket
Nice.
is going to cost on the first viewing. They can't say like it's $56.99 and then like ends up costing $83. It has to say $83 on the front page, which I said is a very small step, but in the right direction. So like,
Yeah.
big thumbs up on that.
that's good. Because yeah, it looks like this ticket isn't too bad, and then yeah, you're just screwed.
Because I
Scott-
hated that.
Scott Miller said a friend of mine works from home and writes off his dog as a guard dog for his business.
Right off your dog.
There
That
you
is
go.
Goddamn thing.
fucking awesome.
That's his system. That's his protection system right there. Gotta love it. Very smart.
Yeah. Imagine Alan ends up getting Baymail ticket blacklist for not showing up after winning ticket. I would give it to a fan at that point. That's probably what I would do. No, that is what I would do. I would not keep it. I gave away the last ticket. We had a lot of extra tickets for the last Bay Metal in Austria. I had a couple. I couldn't even give them away.
You don't know enough Austrians.
Yeah, we were trying to give them out at the line, but we couldn't. Everyone was like, "No, all right," and they were like better seats, like better positions or whatever at the show. And nope, I was like, "No, I'm good." I'm like, all right.
It happens, man. I had an extra
Yeah.
ticket for that BAND-MAID show that we went to.
Yeah.
It was like I couldn't do anything about it. Everyone was like, "No, I already have a ticket, dude. Like, what do you mean I'm here?" I was like, "Oh yeah, that's true."
Hamster equals attack trained security animals, is Norman.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? You're gonna write off that hamster for the 62 cents that it cost?
But no,
those
buy
shits are
that-
free. They're gonna charge you for it.
Just buy it. Like, be like, hey, can you sell me this hamster for $300, please?
Wait, can I write off feeding my German Shepherd and then pay some money to pick up all his crap in the yard and pay and like write that off too? Because
Yeah,
it's part of.
this is your guard
Oh,
dog,
here we
bro.
go. I don't see that coming back and haunt me at all. I'm getting audited.
Yeah, I know, right? I feel like if you don't make a lot of money, you're probably not getting audited, though.
No.
You know, so like, just try whatever you can. All right,
I
don't
mean,
listen to us, guys.
it's
Like,
so-
seriously, Chad, don't listen
Do
to us
not.
when it comes to financials. Just do whatever makes you happy.
Whatever you're doing, you're probably better off.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna figure out that lottery. Then I'm gonna do it. I've never done it before, so I'm sure it's gonna be a bunch of hurdles. And I remember the last time I did anything on the Baby Metal site, it was a fucking nightmare. You had to do translation for text for kanji and all that stuff to just even get in there. So
There's proxy sites that'll get you tickets.
oh yeah,
Just check out the Discords, man. I'm sure there's some folks right in the chat that'll be willing to help.
yeah.
Or if you,
let me
you
know.
may
Hit me
know
up.
a person or two that live in Japan, they're probably in the chat right now that could help. And if
That'd be
you
awesome.
can't get it, they'll pick up the ticket for you and give it to somebody else.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
They probably
I
got some
could just.
friends.
I'll definitely give away the ticket if I can't get over there. Most likely, I doubt I'll be able to get over there. But
Yeah, and Ryan, you got a bunch of friends over there now, right? Like you've gone over there, like you've spent the last half of your life in Japan recently, and you've got made some
you're
contacts.
going for like a third time, right? That's crazy.
Yeah. Yep. End
Cool.
of June.
Sick.
You get to see BAND-MAID.
I think
in
John's already
Japan.
over there, heading back over there for the BAND-MAID thing.
Yeah. So
Yep.
there's people over there right now, man. Well, obviously there's people. I mean, people from our community that are over there right now.
Oh, you have to have your
Guys from
passport
this-
to get the ticket, but I'm sure you can
Ooh.
transfer it, Goat. Yeah. Something like that. But anyways.
Cool.
What's next, Ryan?
I don't know.
Was that it?
Is that it?
I don't know.
I lost my where's the thing I was looking at to tell me what was next?
Your news update.
Scandal preview song fanfare from
Oh, yeah.
upcoming album.
I wanted to see that. Can we watch that, or are we going to get flagged for it?
I have no clue.
Well, it's just a
Upcoming
teaser.
album
We should be able
rumors.
to watch it, right?
It's
Watch
2
5
minutes,
seconds of it.
so yeah.
Do the intro and then skip to the middle. We'll see. We'll know what the whole song is. Not really.
Yeah, I was like, maybe missed all the best parts.
Let's see. I'm curious what they're up to right now.
Upcoming album though, that's cool, man.
Oh yeah.
It's all animated. Oh, cool.
Is it?
From what
It
I'm
looks
looking at
good.
on the screen. It says chill out.
Yeah, looks good.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god. Okay, I want to see this now. Yeah, I think
right
it's
on.
for an anime, right? It's for let's see, what's it called? High Speed Etoli? Something. High Speed something. It's a racing anime.
Sweet.
Cool. Sounds good to me.
Rolling Courts reveal behind the scenes of the EU tour. And Rolling Courts is going to be playing in Minnesota, and I will be there. They're playing an anime detour. I'm gonna go up. Dave in the chat was cool enough to be like, "Hey man, I got a ticket for you." I'm like, "Sweet." I got an excuse to go to Minneapolis, and I think Mr. John Reeves is trying to get there too. So
What?
that'll be fun.
Oh yeah, where's John?
I don't know. I asked him earlier. I'm like, "Are you coming to the show?" He's like, "Cool."
Cool.
I'm sure he's off just being positive somewhere else.
Yeah, he's a very positive man. Oh, cool. Otto is going to be in New York in 2 weeks. I would like to see that show, actually.
Yep,
But,
I'm going to see her in Chicago next week.
Oh, are you?
Not next week, the week after. Well,
Nice.
yeah, I'm going to New Orleans Wednesday. We're going on New Orleans for a few days. I come back, go see Otto, and then go to Minneapolis later that week and see Rolling Courts. I'm going to be busy.
Sounds fun and expensive.
You know, Livin, man. Just gotta keep on living.
Okay, I've never heard that before, but all right. I'm on board.
I made it up.
Oh, sweet. No,
I
you
didn't.
didn't. No, you didn't.
Minnesota. Okay. You got the links for the wanna go over any lists? Lists? Do we have those?
The top teens.
I think we have those.
I think we might.
Damn.
I think we just
Top
might.
10. Damn. Damn.
I'm going to assume that whoever was number one last week is also going to be number one this week. That's my guess.
Might be wrong.
Pretty much.
I might be. I
You
could
might be
very
right.
well be.
I don't have it. It's not on the thing.
It's all good.
I got it. Hang on one second. It's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
pulling up right now. For some reason, it's very slow right this second. Oh, never mind.
It's burning.
I think we're good.
I got a whole not responding on this, so for some reason it's just like not working.
Well, go to the GACHARIC.com. You can link and find out all the stuff.
Yeah, we had the top 10 over there on the website.
Yep, it's all there, man. Check out our
It
last
is.
article. Follow the links. Check out the bands. Support the bands. They, a lot of those bands are small enough. They're going to appreciate every like and subscribe they can get. So do that. Guess that's it for today, then, guys.
Oh wait, I got it up. Do you want me to read these off?
Give it top 5. Bam.
All right, here's the top 5. Ready? Baby Metal with Metally, the official live video. Number 4 is Cold Rain with Vengeance, down 1. We got a big jump up with Lisa Hello World at number 3. It's got moved up 4 spots. Hanabiye still sitting pretty at number 2 with Otaku, Lovely Densetsu, and number 1 still staying strong, Spire with Orange. Have any of you listened to that yet? Spire. It's the one from the new movie. What was it? Like one of the new anime movies. I don't remember which one it was. We talked about it last week though. Oh, and we should just because we talk about anime every once in a while.
All right.
We should probably give an RIP to the creator of Dragon Ball Z. I think his last name was Toriyama, if I recall.
Akira Toriyama.
Yeah.
He's passed away.
Yeah, he passed away, and apparently it is sending ripples throughout the community because this guy,
for sure, man.
He's the Goku creator.
Yeah, I mean, it's impacted many of the people that watch this show, and almost all the bands we even know of. It's been a huge part of what everybody's youth in Japan. You think about it, man. So that's
I saw somebody say,
right?
I saw somebody say, when people in the this was like somebody that it was on Twitter. He said, so when people from the hood are asked if they watch anime, they say no, and then when somebody brings up Dragon Ball Z, they say that doesn't count. Yes. So for whatever reason, this has transcended genres, Dragon Ball Z, and the character of Goku, and it's just very much like just a part of regular mainstream culture at this point.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Similar impact to like Pokemon, for example.
Sure.
And, like I've never seen any Dragon Ball Z, but my son absolutely loves. Actually, I did end up seeing a movie a couple of years ago. But yeah, Goku is like I did see like one quote from him. Like I guess it was towards the end of his life when he was talking to the woman who was going to take over for him in this position, and he said like it was just quote unquote, "You'll take good care of Goku, won't you?" And it really made me feel kind of like, like that's rough, man. Like that's a real, like he cared about that character so much to the point where like, he had the idea of trusting somebody else to be in control of that character's fate and future was like, he had to really have some serious loyalty towards that person and trust.
Important.
Yep. Okay. Well, I suppose that's it then, guys.
Thanks for hanging out,
Good one, guys.
Adios, everybody.
Have a good day.